friends, thanks for joining me. Today I'll be showing you how to make this elegant card using the Delicate Doilies stamp set. Delicate Doilies has 4 stamps and we'll be using the smaller and the larger doily stamp out of the set. So let's get started. The other stamp set we'll be using is the Curvy Verses stamp set. You'll need some basic black cardstock, some Daffodil Delight cardstock, and some Whisper White for the focal image. The basic black is your card base, and I'm just snailing some Daffodil Delight onto a folded card base. Next, you'll want to be stamping the image with your Daffodil Delight stamp pad, and I'm just stamping the 2 larger images slightly off each corner. Now take in your smaller Delicate Doily, and again the same, stamping it the top and down the bottom, and you want a little bit off the page. Now I'm stamping again without re-inking, so this is called stamping off. So watch again, I'll stamp off and then put it to the page. You want to do 2 stamped off images in the center. Now I'm using Stays On ink, you don't need to, but I'm going to also show you how to clean it. I've had a lot of inquiries from people asking how to clean the Stays On from the stamp pads. I'm using the Stays On cleaner from Stampin'Up. By the time you put the lid back on, it's soaked in enough, and I'll show you. You can see how that's really soaked in. You just want to bring in a chucks and wipe it all off, or you can use your Stampin' Scrub if you have a Stampin' Scrub as well. Next, I'm going to use the basic pearls, and I'm putting 2 of the large basic pearls into the very center of the 2 large doilies, and 2 of the medium pearls into the center of the smaller doilies. So there we go, and I think I actually pinged this off when I was moving my page away here, but I'll put it back on later, so it's missing at the moment, but you'll see it's fixed at the end. Okay, so now I'm bringing in my card base, basic black and daffodil yellow, putting some dimensionals on the back of that piece. I'm not putting any in the middle because I want to be able to slip my ribbon through. So a dimensional at each corner, just pop it on your layered piece. And now you can see I'm sliding some 1/4 inch black ribbon through between the white focal piece and the Daffodil Delight piece. And I'm using it straight off the roll, bringing it over, and you'll find that threading your ribbon through like this actually helps it stay a little bit more in place for you while you're doing your bows. It's a little bit fiddly doing a bow, but it's something that gets better the more you try it. So with more practice it actually does improve. Now what I'm going to do with this bow is just bring those tails a little bit further out and make the loop smaller just by holding the middle piece, keeping it nice and tight, and then cutting it off with my paper snips. There we go, lovely sharp scissors to use. Now I'm bringing in some extra bling. I have some little paper roses that I picked up at a craft store and had them in my stash. So I'm just going to choose one of those little red roses, and you can see the end is quite straight. I have a trick for putting a little spiral into the end. I'm using my paper piercer and just winding that wire around the end of the paper piercer, keeping it quite close together, and then sliding off that little rose and straightening up the end of it just by bending it. And this is going to be my extra bling that goes on the card. It just gets slipped under the little black ribbon. And to hold it all in place, I'm going to be using some glue dots. The mini glue dots are great for holding anything 3D onto a page or anything that's a little bit heavy. Now I'm going in with my paper piercing tool again and just lifting that glue dot straight off the roll. You don't want to be touching these with your fingers because they stick to everything. And I'm just placing it underneath the bow, right about where I want it, and then sliding out my piercing tool, and I can adhere the rose. I want the rose just at a little angle so that it's balancing the curvy verse which says you're a wonderful reason to celebrate. And yes, I found that little pearl that went missing, popped it back on again. So there's the card finished. So I hope you enjoyed that, and thanks for visiting. I'll see you next time. Bye.